And as I get my 2-minute warning, it's a race against time. I know that's not a typo. It says not a race against time, but it says rare against time because it was intended to be that way. What you'll hear today from all of the patients, the doctors, and the scientists is it takes years and years for a person to get diagnosed with the right disease. If they're lucky, they actually get an accurate disease. Unfortunately, that takes too much time. 2, even if they get diagnosed, what does this disease mean? When do they get treatment? Where do they go to meet the experts and get the therapeutic option? That's a struggle, right? Then, once they know all of that and they go to the right KOLs and the experts and the researchers, are there therapies available? Do we have treatment options besides supportive care? And unfortunately, the answer is most of the times, no. Only 5% of the 7,000 diseases right now in the United States have therapeutic option approved by the FDA. So there's so much we need to do. As much as we think we're scientists, gene therapy, genetics, everything's so well known, right? We are just at the tip of the iceberg. There are so many more diseases, about 6,000 plus, that need our support and our collaboration. So what I'm gonna ask each of you to do is work together to make this happen. What we did at Rocket is our team of 50 or so, we decided to, change the lights. Oh, there we go, oops. Okay, we'll go there. What we wanna do is, each story at a time, we wanna make your voices as the patients actually come to life and be heard. So we were lucky to partner with Adam and Zach to share their stories at AM New York. And please read that. We have copies of the magazines, but it talks about the struggles they went through for Fanconi anemia, and sharing their stories hopefully helps patients get diagnosed with rare diseases like Fanconi. We actually were able to get Empire State Building to change its lights in the recognition of Rare Disease Day last year, and we're also gonna do that today. So when you leave, please look up, 6:30 onwards, the lights will be in honor of you. And then what we're doing as a Rocket team, using our collaborators, our partners at NASDAQ, we were able to go to Times Square, and actually about 1 million people walked through Times Square, and we were able to get them to recognize the International Rare Disease Day. And then there's one other action that I have for each of the patients here, or each of the family members, right? We have RCKT, standing for Rocket, but we really brought the R for rare in the back room here. We will ask you in the reception if you can go and do your handprint for Rare Disease Day and write your name and the date for today. With that, I'm gonna hand it off. Thank you all for coming. Please intermingle, ask us questions, ask the amazing panel we have questions. I hope there's one thing you can learn is if we're together, we can make a difference, and your passion to make a difference will be impactful. Thank you. Okay, sorry. Let me introduce you to Dr. Gayatri Rao. Stephanie mentioned her name a little bit. She's going to do a great introductions. And the reason I want really Gayatri to do the introductions for our next guest speaker is because Gayatri, before joining Rocket, she was the head of the Orphan Products Group at the FDA. And she really championed a lot of activities. At Rocket, she wore multiple hats as being the medical lead and the global product head for LAD-I disease. And this disease is a severe disease where it really took mountains to be moved for this therapy to come to patients. And Gayatri is going to talk a little bit about the support and help we get, not just from you, but also individuals that really make a difference in the world of power and politics and immigrations and challenges that we have to overcome.